Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. We're back with Football Manager 2019 and Eastern Resurgence with Berliner FC Dynamo. This is going out a day late. It's been a very, very busy work week, so I've barely had time to play the game and to get through games. I've get through 4 off camera. I said I'd try and get as far as I could. This is where I've got to, and it's now Thursday night, so this is going out on Friday. I'll also hopefully upload on Sunday as planned, but it just means that Thursday's video will be going out slightly late. It's Hannover today in an away game. Hopefully we'll do well. We'll have a look at what happened off camera. We'll jump into it. But yeah, work is just mad at the moment. But last episode, it was a 2-0 win away against Partizan Belgrade, and that secured our qualification into the Champions League knockout stages. So we're done well there. We faced Lyon off camera in a home game, and we've still got to face Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in our last group game. So we might get a perfect record in our group. So like I said, 4 games off camera. We started off by once again losing to Bayern 3-1. We weren't without our chances in this one. We had 1 or 2, but it was not good up front. Karajotis had a bad game of 5.9. I did go for it in this game. I went with like a normal formation that I play against like other teams. I went for a 4-4-2, Progrinho playing a bit further forward. And we gave him a game. We had 10 shots. We actually had more than we usually have against teams like this. But it was 3-1, and it was at Barasurian with the first goal for them on 33 minutes. They made it 2-0 10 minutes into the second half through Ayozi, and then almost immediately after that made it 3-0, Feldner with a 57th minute goal. We were gifted a consolation goal. Kylman scored after the goalkeeper Pavlak just sold a bit short by his defender, and that allowed us to capitalise and score a consolation goal, but it was 3-1. Next up we faced Hamburg, which was a bit of a slow burner this one, but we did well as soon as theirs at sending off, and we just completely took control after that. But for the first hour, we were pretty disappointing. It was a goalless first half. There was barely any highlights in the first half, 1 or 2 maybe. We just didn't look good in this game. Hamburg went down to 10 men though. Their right back Brito got a straight red card on 64 minutes, and from then on we just took control. We won a penalty not long after that, which Luka Kana converted to make it 1-0 and finally get the goal. And from then on it was plain sailing, because they'd had their right back sent off, they'd made a substitution and taken off a midfielder, so we just took control of the game. Romero made it 2-0 on 77 minutes, and then it was a Kana goal on 84 minutes, making it 3-0. And then we added a 4th, Simon Kylman off the bench scored, and that was on 86 minutes. So only a couple of minutes after coming on, he got his goal, and that was it, 4-0. Like I said, it was a slow game, but then their red card allowed us to just attack and take control. Then it was the Champions League game against Lyon at home. We got a 1-0 win in France. This was a 2-1 victory at home, meaning we got 5 wins out of 5 in our group, and we might be able to win the group, but I think unless we lose heavily against Chelsea, we will be finishing top. I'm not quite sure. 2-1 win here, 2 goals from Kana. Once again, he's on, I think, 8 or 9 goals at the moment this season, which is good for, what are we, December? He scored about midway through the first half to break the deadlock. Lyon, not without their chances with this one. They had 2 or 3 sort of good chances. And Frank Atangana, with a goal almost smack bang on the hour. But we got the winning goal, Kana scoring the second goal. Came on at 75 minutes. A good performance here. Again, we created some chances. Midfield really playing a part in this one. Really good game by Pukai and De Winter. It was a good performance. It was really good, and I'm surprised how well we've done in this group. I think I either underestimated ourselves or have overestimated our opponents, because we have made this group look easy. And with 1 game left, we could get 6 wins out of 6. The final match on camera was a 2-1 home win in the league against Mönchengladbach, a team that more recently we've had a good record against. When we were first in the Bundesliga, they were a tough team to get results again, but we've got like 4 wins in a row against them now, I think, something like that. So much better here. Karajotis added 2 goals in this one, and I think he's got 15 goals already. And we're not even at the winter break yet. We're not even halfway through the season, and he's got pretty much the same amount of goals he scored in the past 2 seasons. So he's doing so well. He got a goal on 26 minutes to make it 1-0, the only goal in the first half. Gladbach equalised on 85 minutes. Taj Dalen with the goal. That made it 1 apiece. But we got the winning goal on 89 minutes. Karajotis scoring his second goal there. Again, lots of chances in this one. Florian Romero was a frustrating one in this one. I played him as an inverted winger, but that hasn't really worked out because he kept cutting inside and going for shots. And I don't think he had a shot on target in this game. I think every single shot missed. So I substituted him. He had a poor game. And I think we're going to stick with him just as a wing at the moment. Because him cutting inside doesn't seem to be working. I want him to stay wide and get crosses in there. Because he scored a few goals this season, like 4 or 5 goals. But more often than not, he cuts inside. He has a shot. And it's almost always off target. But another 2-1 win here. I'm very impressed with that. Looking at the table, Bayern have been dropping points. They've lost 2 games now this season. And if we win, we'll go level on points with them. And if we win by 5 goals, we could go top. That's not going to happen. We're not going to win by 5. But we could join Bayern on 30 points if we win. We could overtake Wolfsburg if they fail to win as well. So things are looking very, very good. The only other change that's been is there's been some elections and we have a new club president. So that hasn't really changed things too much. Our job security is still fine. The only change is that there are now no philosophies we're judged on. So we had before possession play and sign young players with the first team, but the new president doesn't care about philosophies, so we have none. It's the last sort of half season, so I'm not going to bother adding any. We're just going to play our game for the rest of it and see what we can do to try and maybe finish above Bayern. We're doing well at the moment. Let's see if we can keep it up. But Karadzic has 16 goals already in all competitions, which I think is the same that he had last season. So we've got 16 in all competitions last season. We've got 17 the season before that. It's only December, and he's equalled his best tally for us, which is great. But Hannover is the game we're going to play today. We are favourites for the game at 5-4. This is the team that won against Mönchengladbach. We have been missing Nikolai Petrov recently. He's not quite ready to return, but he might be available for our next game, which is against Ingolstadt. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen there. This team's doing pretty well, so I think we're going to stick with it. But Romero, we are going to change him just to a wing attack. We're not going to have him inverted because we want him to stay wide. Strobel's been a bit poor. Progrinho has had one good game. We've got that hat-trick. Otherwise, he's been underwhelming. But we're going to start him today. And also, De Winter is going to be replaced. We're going to put Pukai as that playmaker. Going to give a rare start to Günther Burkhardt. Only his second start of the season. He's got good potential. I want to see him realise that. We've got like 5 good central midfielders. You've got Burkhardt, you've got Biasoli, Pukai, De Winter, and you've got the more defence-minded Hodzic. So we're looking good sort of depth-wise. Hannover still with some real players in here. You've got Tavares at left wing, you've got Eggenstein and Suarez at centre midfield, you've got Nicolau at centre back as well. So some real players still hanging around in the Hannover team. Okay, the match is underway. Let's see if we can continue our good form at the moment. We've only lost 2 competitive games now this season because we lost to Bayern. Bayern and Leipzig are our only losses so far. We've got a perfect record in the Champions League so far. The Cup's going well. So things are looking very, very good this season. Well, away from home here against Hannover. Let's see if we can get another positive result. Playing away and playing in the white today. And Khan is through on goal here. And he's forced to save from the goalkeeper Kawadia. But a good chance there just before 3 minutes. I forget that they play in red. It's very confusing because their badge is like green and black. But they play in red. Not really sure what that's about. 14 minutes on the clock here, and it's Hannover in possession again until then when Burkhardt made a slided tackle, but they've managed to recover the ball and Clovis with their header forward. And here's Tavares. Maybe a hint of offside there, I don't know though. Backwards to Insingi and Samuel. Felipe, and he's had a shot and he's got the ball under Markkanen, and Hannover have the first goal on the 15th minute. They've looked more like scoring actually, like. Teams at the moment are finding a lot of gaps between our midfield and our defence. I mean, this isn't the case here. We've got, a good sort of 7 people behind the ball. But yeah, we haven't dealt with that well. Felipe had lots of space. And it's 1-0 to them. I mean, this is our first game in front of our new president. So we need to impress, really. We're not doing so. 41 minutes coming up now. Karadzic is on the ball. Could be a chance to equalise before half-time here. Pukai and Burkhardt. The midfielders exchanging in the ball at the moment. Backwards to Palladino. Goes long. Can Progrinho get to that? No, he can't. And now it's Hannover on the counter-attack again. And hopefully Clovis will deal with this. And Annan goes long. Kana heads it down for Progrinho. Come on. That's a good tackle. Pukai finds Romero on the left flank, and Vermola's up in support, and he's lost out. Oh, we've given the ball away too easily here. And Richter, look at that, like he's in between our defence and our midfield. Tavares has got the ball there, good save, Annan. But they're finding the gaps, and it's costing us at the moment. We just haven't been able to deal with them. And now they've got a set piece, And it's headed away by Khan. And Tavares will look to put in another cross. And it's well controlled by Eggestein, but it's blocked. Now Pukai. Now the counter-attack might be on again. And he's got to find Kana there, but he doesn't. It's not working out for us at the moment. But we're being forced to sort of play direct. They're marking us very tightly. Annan, what are you doing? We're in the Bundesliga. What is that? Well, like, come on, I got rid of Bernhard Hendel years ago. How are we making mistakes like that? It's 2-0. Annan just needed to clear that first time. I don't know what he's thinking. I think it might be time to go back to Marcel Stokori, you know, because Annan's had a couple of mistakes recently. And that's been a poor first half. That's the worst we've played in a long time. I don't remember the last time we were this bad. Against a team like this, anyway. Right, we're going to go attacking. We need to get some goals in us. But I don't know what's happened to our team at the moment. This has come out of nowhere. We've got a defeat against Bayern. That's been the only sort of real bad result we've had. We've been great this season. I don't know what has happened to us. Romero is going to come off. We've got Hermanitz. We'll change him. Fabinho's not been doing too badly. We could bring on Kyle for Kana. We'll do that. Double change. Well, we've got 25 minutes to try and rescue something here, but it's not looking likely. We're having a few more shots, but we haven't had a goal yet. 20 minutes left. And that is a header towards goal by Santos, but it's not on target. Last 10 minutes. I mean, they've now got 10 men on the pitch because they've had 3 changes. Now they've got an injury. So now we really need to change stuff. Strebel on for Fabinho. Come on, we're against 10 men now for like a few minutes, but it's not looking likely. Like, it's been a bad performance. It's been a while before I've actually said that we've played badly. Like, that just wasn't good enough. I don't know what's happened there, but that was not good enough. I mean, mistake by Annan was 1 goal. Like, he's dropped. I'm going to drop him now. Like, even possession was slightly in our favour. Like, passing was alright. They just counter-attacked. That was what it was. They just, like, we didn't finish our chances and they punished us with counter-attacks, getting that 1 goal. And then we gifted them the second one. It's been a long time before I've actually been able to say on camera that we've played really badly. Like, we had some silly results last season. I think it was last season we did lose 3-0 at home to Stuttgart, I think it was. That might have been the previous season. I'm not quite sure. But, yeah, that was poor. That was extremely poor. Dortmund's still the player of their game. Leipzig's still the player of their game as well. So, if they get results, that could see us drop to 5th. We could be dropping out of the Champions League places. It's a midweek game as well. So, again, fixture congestion might come into it because we had Lyon on the Tuesday. Then we had a Saturday or Sunday, and then we've got Wednesday again. So that might be a factor, but still, like, we've had fixture congestion in the past, and it's not really been that bad. We need to do better in the next game. The Ingolstadt are home next. The Chelsea game, I don't know what's riding on that. I'll have a quick look at the group before we go to see if we have won the group or if we will still need to get something against Chelsea. So in the Champions League, we have actually qualified top spot. So even if we lose heavily against Chelsea, we can't be caught. It's a dead rubber. There's nothing else to play for. Partizan can't get anything. They've lost 5 out of 5. We've won 5 out of 5. So the group's done. It's a dead rubber. So I think we might just rotate a bit and just maybe throw some kids out there. I don't know, because we've got Bremen and Dortmund next. We can rotate for that, definitely. I think we'll come back for the Schalke game after the winter break. Because like I said, I want to try and progress through the season pretty quickly so that I can then prepare for the FM20 stuff. So Ingolstadt, Chelsea, Bremen, Dortmund and Augsburg off camera. We'll try and get results. We need to bounce back from that defeat against Hannover. That wasn't great. We'll probably have the knockout draw in there as well. So I don't think I'll be on camera, but I'll let you know who we get. And that will be, what's that? Usually about March time, isn't it? Or end of February? It's usually about then. So we'll have that down the road as well. So that wasn't a great result today. Hopefully we can bounce back from that. Hopefully that was just an off day against a team that's sort of mid-table. Just didn't really play well, did we? Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, do drop a like down below. Leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they're turning up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live, and follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. I'll see you for the next video. I think we'll come back after the winter break for the next one again, just to try and get through this season now and see how we do. Not a great one today, but hopefully we can get some points back, and we'll have Champions League in the second half of the season. We'll have the rest of the cup games. We'll see how we do in that. And hopefully we can end with a trophy of some sorts. We've had a few trophies this season, this save. Let's try and get one in our last season. That would be a nice thing to end on, wouldn't it? But I will leave things here. Sorry it's a day late. It's been busy, but yeah, hopefully we'll be back to normal schedule and Sunday's video will be out on time. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. For now, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.